But the astrology log for the day, I did this on, March 30th too. So today is April 3rd. All right, the astrology log says the sun is in 14.38 degrees Aries. So it's Aries right now, depending on who you are, people can view you as a person in a certain way when you're being conscious of who you are and doing what you do. You know, for me, there's opportunities for me to, get by on what I need to get by on. But basically, the moon sign's also in Cancer, so it's in 2.5 degrees or 2.55 degrees. My bad. And that's Cancer for the moon sign, right? And the moon sign's in Cancer. That's a great placement for Cancer. Anybody born on today, they have a great moon sign. They'll have a great intuition. That's what that means. Um, but for me, people will take what I do. If I get emotional, they'll take it, certain way. They won't want to hear it, basically, which is fine and other things. 'Cause, like, I'm not even emotional right now. I'm saying I'm not fun. Not have fun. That's what I say. And it's because and now Mercury. Mercury is in Pisces, 27.19 degrees. And that's Pisces, right? And Mercury. So, people who are more emotional thinkers will be, seeing better and, heard more. And, even me, I could be heard by these people and they might want to, fuck around with me, hear what I have to say, what I'm basically saying, and give conversations to, maybe, depends on the person and shit. Like I said, you gotta know your chalk pool placements and other stuff. But Pisces in 26.13 degrees, and that's in the Venus sign too. So I was like, cool. That means, in heart chakra pool, that's actually an exaltation point for, somebody. Pisces and Venus is exaltation point. But for me, mine's is in Gemini, so if I try to say something from the heart, or I try to, do something out of the goodness of my heart, it could be taken and, by negatively, by like the world at large and shit. It could be. People might have questions about certain things I do or say, and like leave questions. Um, but and then Cancer is in 24.39 degrees Mars. So like not a lot of shit's going on. You're mostly emotional right now, and that's for people who have that. And for me, it's not even that. It's that those people are being looked at right now, and I am just here trying to think.